Shalom, family. It's good to see you all. I got an update on Edward Cagney Matthews that just came out this past Tuesday. So I'm just getting everything set up. So once I'm all set up, I can go ahead and share my screen with you and we can get started. Shalom, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. All right. Mm-mm-mm. All right. I just got one more thing I have to do here. I don't know why nothing's coming up here. Seems like these machines take on a personality of their own. Okay. Okay. Shalom, family. Shalom to everybody. Shalom. You know what? Corvus, I had other people tell me they were unsubscribed, and I'm not surprised. This is what YouTube does, or I'll get at least a few times a month. Have I been blocked? And I'll go out and look at the account and nothing is blocked, but the person is having a hard time, coming onto live streams and even accessing videos. So it's YouTube. Unfortunately, this is what they do. All right. Try one more time. All right, here we go. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Shalom to everybody. Okay, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. And Claire Thompson, thank you for becoming a new channel member. But y'all want to hear something? I am subscribed to Queen Amadiah. Do you know I got unsubscribed from her channel this week? And I had to resubscribe over again. So they don't just do this stuff to you. It happens to me too. All right, y'all. Let's get into this story so we can go over the updates that are going on. All right. Many of you know this piece of crap right here, Edward Cagney Matthews. Well, this past Tuesday, they added additional charges to him. See, he done ticked everybody off. The cops are mad at him because he revealed so much about being untouchable for a long time. And the judges are now mad at his behind too. So I really believe that this one time, because he ran his mouth so much, he's not going to get out of everything as easy as he did before. He is still behind bars. He is still behind bars. All right. So this is Black Enterprise. White New Jersey man, viral racist rant against Black family, slapped with 22 charges for 6 separate criminal acts against Black neighbors. All right. A white man who was arrested over the summer for his racist rant against his Black neighbors is still in jail and now facing new charges. Edward Cagney Matthews went viral in July for his racist confrontation in his Mount Laurel, New Jersey neighborhood for aggressively approaching a Black neighbor and shouting racial slurs at him, calling him a monkey. During the rant, Matthews, and look at this dude, Does he look like he needs to call somebody a monkey? For real. Oh man, these people, the nerve. During the rant, Matthews gave his address and urged people to come see me in the viral video. Well, people listened and they showed up at his house. Okay, and protest actually went on for a few days. And we know he was later arrested and he tried to go online to apologize, and nobody was falling for that old fake out apology. And the latest development, Matthews is now accused of leaving a threatening note on a neighbor's car and damaging their vehicle. The Burlington County prosecutor, Scott Kafina, announced on Tuesday. Matthews now has 22 separate charges since the video emerged on, and it emerged on, it was the 2nd of July when that happened. There's a reason why I can remember that, y'all. I'll tell you why at the end. Charges include bias, intimidation, harassment, criminal mischief, possession of a weapon. They said he had a slingshot, for an unlawful purpose, possession of a controlled dangerous substance, possession of a controlled dangerous substance with intent to distribute, stalking, certain persons not have weapons. So he was stalking people that he knew did not have weapons. Oh yeah, the real cowardly thing, right? And possession of drug paraphernalia. Attorneys in the case responded to the latest charges in the statement. The report notes that MLPD, which is still under fire, they recently, the NAACP in my area recently did a survey on the police department and that neighborhood to find out how many racially charged phone calls came into the police station. And Mount Laurel police is now being accused of ignoring calls pertaining to racism. And of course, their police chief is out in the front trying to deny the whole thing. But, and that report was published. No, they didn't really publish the entire report in the newspaper, but they just spoke about the report that was done. So, that's what they mean when they say the attorneys are responding to the report that MLPD generally viewed the complaints raised by Essex Place residents on a case-by-case basis rather than taking the problem-oriented approach with a broader perspective on the situation in the community. MLPD might have been able to devise an effective solution and brought relief to the residents Matthews had victimized sooner than July 2nd unrest. The only reason why they took this man in is because that video went viral and all those Black people showed up at his condo. Trust me, that is the only reason why they acted. Prior to that, nobody in that police department did a thing to him. You know, when the publicity got out there, they could not ignore it or act like it was not going on anymore. According to the Burlington County prosecutor, we emphasize with the residents who were receiving the end of Matthews' conduct, Kafina said, no one should be racially harassed anywhere, but especially not in their own neighborhood and even in their own home. All right, so that is the latest. It does not say anything about an upcoming court date as of yet, but I'll check the local papers. It'll more than likely be in local newspapers. So I'll just keep checking that. So 22 additional charges for 6 separate racist incidents. This piece of crap should never get out of jail. For real. I hope he never gets out. Pensy Lola, Yah bless. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shalom. Thank you, Sister Lisa. Shalom to you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lady Rules, hashtag ADOSB1. You're right. Man, the dumbest thing he did was give his address out on that video and pretty much dared anybody to show up. And boy, did they show up. They showed up and showed out. That's what they did. And man, you could tell that really rocked his world, because when he was on the phone with the media in that video trying to apologize and blame alcoholism for his outburst and all that stuff, I said, look how pitiful he looks now. I guess he thought nobody was going to roll up on him, but they sure did. So again, it doesn't list a court date or say anything, but it's got to be a court date. But it appears that he now have attorneys. If you remember in the beginning, when he was first arrested and everything was coming out about him, he didn't have attorneys, but he appears to have some now. So we shall see what happens. But he may have been in good with the police and all at one time. Man, they are pissed at him. They are mad at him, because ever since all this stuff came out, the Mount Laurel police have gotten so much bad publicity, and they can't seem to overcome none of that bad publicity either. But hey, that's on them. That's on them. See, that's what you get for trying to protect a loser for decades. Because, I mean, this dude's been getting in trouble since he was a teenager. Okay? That's how long he's been all mixed up in the law, since a teenager. He's a career criminal. I mean, this dude, he's in his 40s and he's been getting arrested from the time he was a teenager. He's a career criminal. That's why I don't pay attention to these folks when they try to imply that we're the criminals, but they seem to overlook the criminals that are among them. Get out of here. Nobody falling for that. All that stuff you got away with in the past, you ain't getting away with that mess anymore. Your times are done, just like your time is done in ruling this earth. Look what a mess you made. And these folks got the nerve to believe they're going to make all this mess on this earth, cause all of the discourse on the earth, murdering people for 500 years straight, and they have the nerve to believe they should be raptured. All this carnage, and think they did a great job in running things too, y'all. That just sends me bending over laughing. They really think they have done a bang up job all over this globe. Yeah, sure you did. Edward Matthews Cagney Matthews is the product of your community. This is what you turned out. And that animal, he don't now, they'll put an innocent black man in jail for 50 years and then exonerate him. See, this dude right here, this Edward Cagney, see, you need to keep his ass in there for 50 years. Those are the kind of people like him, they deserve to be in there for 50 years. What you putting innocent people in there for? His fat ass, he looked like he need to do plenty of work to work off all that fat. Let him do some prison work. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. All the stuff going on out here is just absolutely crazy. It is. It is absolutely crazy. I mean, even when I woke up this morning and I was looking at some of the articles, and man, I don't know how many of you did any of you get to watch some of the testimony um on Facebook? Remember, it was a woman that went up to Capitol Hill before the Senate, and she gave a testimonial about how bad it was over on Facebook. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I tell you what, a lot of what she said match exactly what goes on YouTube as well. A lot of that same stuff goes on YouTube, the harassment and people complaining and filing reports and blocking people and nothing's working. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, I could really match up a lot of what she was saying to even pertain over here. Yeah, yeah, that dude is a loser. You got that right. He sure is. He is the worst kind of loser. You know, all he did was, first of all, he claimed he had a job. I don't believe that dude was working. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I noticed no place of employment ever came forward to claim him as an employee. So I don't think this dude was working, which would make sense on why he was harassing all of those black people. He had so much time on his hand, he wasn't doing nothing. So that's why he was going from one neighbor to the next, just harassing them. That's all he did with his whole day. Got a lot of nerve. Woo. They should have got a brick and knocked his ass out. They should have did. But yeah, so hopefully he's been in jail now, y'all. What is this? October? This is October. So he's been in since July 2nd. The only reason why I remember why he, when he went in, y'all, and I don't say this to a lot of people because I don't celebrate birthdays. My birthday is July 1st. And he got arrested on July 2nd. And that's the only reason why I can remember him getting arrested and walked out of his condo with those cops all around, and people were throwing bottles of water and throwing water on him and everything. That's the only reason why I can remember, because it was the day after my actual birthday, which I don't celebrate, by the way. I haven't celebrated my birthday probably in 15 years. I have not celebrated that in 15 years now. Even before I knew who I was, I just stopped celebrating. I just didn't. Oh, I got to go out to dinner on my birthday. No, I don't have to do that. I don't need a cake. I don't need to go out to dinner. I don't need no celebration at the house. I don't need all that mess. I don't need none of it. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, hopefully he won't get any bond. So far they're not offering Edward any bail. He has not been offered any bail at all. So he has not had not one single opportunity to get out. And I think the reason why, like I said, he done pissed off the judges and the cops that have helped him over the years. They ain't helping him no more. That's why he done got hosed up in that prison and he can't get out. I'd like to see him roll up on them black inmates up in there, because Burlington County, um it's some pretty tough ass black men up in that prison. I'd like to see him roll up on them, trying to harass them every day. That man would be gone inside of a day. He tried to do that to those inmates. Man, they would finish him off inside of a day. Hmm. Yeah. See, it's just like, remember that old Latino dude I did a video on a few months ago, and he talking about he he is having a war with he got a war on black people. I said, yeah, say that up there with them inmates behind bars that are right there with you. Go walk up to them and tell them you having a war with black people. I dare you to do it. Just like Edward Cagney Matthews, I dare you to walk up to them black inmates and try to harass them every day. I bet you he's being very humble up in that prison. I bet you he is. They don't need to protect him. Put his ass out in Gen Pop. He don't need no damn protection. The hell with that. He don't need no protection. Put him in Gen Pop, and let him sit there and tell those black inmates what he's gonna do, and let's see how long he lasts. See, them dudes, ladies and gentlemen, like that, they are nothing. Once they go behind bars, they turn into almost a little child. They too scared to open their mouth and fight when he's behind bars, but he's all mouth. and all might with his black neighbors. And that just go to show you he ain't about shit. Just running his big mouth. That's it. Yeah, he's a punk. He is a punk. All right, y'all. I wasn't going to keep you long. I just wanted y'all to know that little update because it hasn't really been that much coming out about him recently. And that's because there has not been a court date yet. So he should be going to court real soon, especially now that he got an attorney. So I'll just keep checking the local papers where I am to see if anything pops up. I'll definitely keep you all informed. But, hopefully now that he's not around in that complex anymore, hopefully those neighbors are able to live in peace, have some kind of peace of mind and not be all stressed out by him. For real. All right, everybody. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll definitely come back on another topic real soon. And as usual, what's that? Much appreciation for everything. Oh, well, much appreciation for you, dark skinned brother. I appreciate you. You're one of my dedicated subscribers. Thank you. And shalom, family.